Can you hear me okay?
Yep. And just like that, bam, we're live. Back at it. You don't look like some of the pictures I've seen you where you're sweating balls in Vermont.
I'm not in Vermont right now, but I think it's hotter here than in Vermont.
Oh, where are you?
Missouri. Missouri.
Is that home for you?
No, well, now it's home. I grew up in Michigan.
Okay. So I watched your the Buttery Bros video with you up there at HWPO. Awesome video.
Yeah, they did a good job.
You have fun doing that?
The video or the Vermont?
Yeah, you did both, but specifically the video.
Every time that I do like a recording like that, I always walk away from it thinking I should have said this, or I hope I don't sound stupid. And then when I like hear it, I'm like, oh, that wasn't so bad.
No, it was great. It was great. Yeah, you guys look great. You and Katrin came out looking great. Heber and Marge did you guys right.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're really good at editing too. I probably did say some stupid stuff, but they left it out.
They had your back.
Yeah.
Hey, how long have you been with Hard Work Pays Off?
Just this last season, after the games last year. I don't really even remember how it happened, but it was just one of those things where it just kept coming up in conversation. And then some of my training partners here in Missouri weren't doing the programming that I was doing last year anymore. And I like training with people, and it just kind of fell into my lap, and it's been really good.
You don't remember? Did you reach out to them? Do they reach out to you? Are
no,
you like
I just signed up for like their online programming, like what anyone can sign up for.
And you just started doing it, and you're like, hey, I love this.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
And what's the thought process why to sign up for HWPO when there's a dozen great programs out there?
I don't know. I was curious about it, and then also, like I said, a couple of my training partners were interested in it as well, and it was just one of those things that just kind of kept coming up in conversation, and it wasn't really like, oh, I know HWPO is going to be awesome, because it's so new, and I didn't really know until I signed up, but it was kind of one of those things I was like, I'm just going to pay for it and see what it's like for a few months. And then if I hate it, I can get on or go back to what I was doing or get on something else. But if I like it, I'll keep going.
Or vice versa. If you hate it, you know it's right and you'll stay with it.
Yeah. That type of hate.
Crazy. Do you call any of the people who are doing it too? Or do you call up Amanda Barnhart or Katrin David's daughter? Or really experienced colleagues of yours, athletes in your world, and do you call either of them and be like, hey, how do you like it?
I haven't called them and asked how they liked it, but it seems like, with Katrin, it's obviously working for her, and I feel like Amanda's gotten a lot better this year too, so I feel like that kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, both of you, obviously I wasn't there, but in the video, both of you guys look fucking amazing. Both of you look like you're ready to go. You're ready to tear it up.
Thank you. Yeah, getting excited. It's coming soon. The summer went so fast.
So you're doing the program. You're obviously a high-level athlete. Went to the games last year. One of the fittest females walking around on planet Earth. And when I mean one of the fittest, I mean like literally like one of the fittest in the arguably always ready to be in the top 40. Do they see that you've signed up? And one day, like O'Keefe or Sammy or Marconi or Fraser calls you and is like, hey, we saw you signed up. We know who you are. Do you want to come out to Vermont and train with us? How does that work?
No, I don't think that they knew I was doing it for a little bit. And I kind of wanted it to be like that. I just wanted to kind of be behind the scenes and see what it was like. And
like you were auditing it, I guess. You were auditing it. Check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's just not really my vibe to like, I know some athletes will be like, give me free programming or whatever, like I wanted to pay for it and see what it was like before any of that. So but I was liking it. So then I just kind of casually started tagging them in some of my pieces on Instagram. And then I think they started following me on social media. And then it wasn't really until semifinals that I got to meet all of them face to face. And they were so awesome at semifinals, just like had meetups with all the athletes that were doing the pro track and answered questions. They were in the warm-up area, just like really available for all of the athletes that were doing their programming. And then after that, after I made it to the games, they were like, hey, we should do an athlete camp. So then it worked out and went down to Vermont. So I think there were supposed to be a few more people there when we went, but life happens and some people couldn't show up. But it was kind of cool just being really intimate.
It's a 21st century like courtship process.
Yeah.
You show them the respect by their programming. Then you tag them. Then they follow you. Then you see each other and you smile from across the room. They walk over. When you tag them, it's because you did one of their workouts, right? So you do one of their workouts, maybe you post a clip from it, and then you tag them.
Yeah. And I think too, just like giving that respect, like the programming's good, so.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you write a paper citing your work, right? Hey guys, you guys know I'm a games athlete, not them specifically, but the world. And here's a workout I took from these people, and it's paying homage to them. It's good etiquette.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like if you posted someone else's workout and didn't give them credit, and then they saw it, they'd be like, "Wait, that's my workout."
After you do one of these crazy hard HWPO, super effective workouts. Rambler wants to know, what do you eat after a WOD?
Like right after a workout, usually just like a protein shake. Pretty boring. And we have these really good drinks at our gym that are from a local honey farm. And it's just like juice sweetened with honey. And it's so good.
What kind of juice?
They have different flavors. Like they have watermelon, strawberry, a citrus one, peach, a bunch of different flavors. I like the watermelon.
Just like fresh watermelon juice and then throw honey in it from a local hive. Yeah, that's a good life. You're living a good life. Yeah, really. But basically you drink after you work out, you drink your calories to get recharged, get ready for the next one.
Well, and lately I've been doing organic gummy bears just because it's like quick sugar and it's been so hot just to get something in really fast.
Hey, will you when you do that, will you bring those to the games too? Is that like, okay, I can do organic gummy bears in my training. I know how I react to them, and this is something that I can easily bring to the games.
Yeah, I feel like, especially right now, it's just figuring out all of those little details. Like, okay, what's the quick little snack I'm going to have? Or, sometimes you have events where you only have like a 10-minute break in between. What's something that doesn't hurt my stomach but gives me energy for that next event?
Congratulations, by the way, on the 4th place finish. Do you congratulate yourself for that, or are you like, how do you feel about it yourself, the 4th place finish?
I mean, obviously the goal is always to win, but I think it was a respectable finish. I feel like I kind of showcased that I've been working on a lot of my weaknesses, and my goal going into the weekend was really just to be like smooth, consistent, and well-rounded.
And you're with you're in close proximity to all the front runners, the horses in the front of the pack are all in close proximity. Alex Gazan, Katrin, David's daughter, Ariel Lowen, you, Bethany Flores. I mean, you guys are, and look at, Emily Rolfe is, complete, legit, bona fide, top 20 fittest woman probably at all times in the world. And look at, you're in there with her, Kerstetter, the up and coming, super athlete. You're with some great people, Abigail Doma and Bailey Rail down there. Wow, crazy.
Yeah, our region was interesting. Like not as many of the top names, but the field was very deep. Like there was a lot of good athletes.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Well, I think there were some great people in there too. But you're right, crazy deep. Deep.
Hey, have an event where you slipped up really.
Yeah, look at Danny Spiegel and Cindy Mikulishin, two former games athletes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
God, I wonder what happened to Sydney. Did you get a chance to talk to Sydney there?
Not really. It's really hard when I don't think we're in the same heat that often. And it's like you get there, you start warming up, and I always feel bad afterwards. Like, I wish I got to talk to this person or that person more. I saw her passing by, and I didn't get to talk to her that much.
Well, I should tell Suze. I would like to find out how she's doing. She was great. I've had her on the show. She's a great gal. Hey, what about Danny Spiegel? Shocked that she didn't make it?
I think everyone was a little bit shocked, but I think, like you guys have mentioned, like when I saw that she was going to Saudi Arabia, I just had the thought of like, I can't imagine doing that. But
so like almost like maybe she knew that she wasn't going to make it. You think maybe even like she wasn't?
No, I think that maybe, and I'm big into like personalities, and I think her personality is like the more the better kind of thing. And I honestly saw that and thought maybe she can handle that. I wouldn't be able to handle that, but
right.
Maybe she can, you know.
But like it might stress you out, but for her, it's a stress relief.
Yeah. Some people like get off on having a ton of things on their agenda, you know, or like, I don't know.
Oh wow, look at that, Dick Butter. I took my first dose of BPC 157 in my low back today. I'm ready to fuck shit up. Whoa, keep me posted on how that works. Only used it in my bicep. All right,
are you still doing or did you just do the one injection, or did you keep going? I
did a bottle of the BPC in this bicep, and then I took like 2 days off of the whole bottle. You know, I think the whole bottle, I want to say, took me 2 or 3 weeks. I don't even know. And then I took 2 days off, and then 2 days later I started BPC 157, and then something else, like it's called like TB 500 or something. And I'm gonna keep sticking it in this arm.
Are you noticing anything?
I mean, I did a muscle up. I did 10 negative muscle ups, and I did a legless rope climb. And I haven't tried like any. I heard it doing a heavy dumbbell snatch, lowering it, and I haven't tried that. Do you know what's crazy? It's funny you asked that. It hurts when I flex, but none of the movements hurt.
Huh.
So, but whatever's happened, I'm getting back in the game. So fuck it. Yeah. Yeah. Would I fail a drug test with that? Sevan failed a drug test. I don't think you guys are allowed to do that. Peptides, right?
No, I don't think so. I don't do any of that.
Yeah, good answer. I don't inject. And look, I just got like needles laying around now, like a drug addict. So then when you have them, you're behind this. I'm just so curious about how this works, like with the camp. So then you go to semifinals, and I guess they send an email, and there's how many athletes there? 60 boys and 60 girls?
Yeah.
And so a handful of them are doing HWPO?
Yeah, I think there were, I mean, at the meetup, I would say there was probably like 10 of us.
And so they tell you, hey, you get an email. We notice you do HWPO. We also know you're an athlete going to the semifinal. We'll have a dinner or snacks for you, or we'd like to meet you or something like that at this time. And then you can decide to go. Yeah,
I think it was, did they send an email? I think it was through email, and said they were meeting up at a gym, and they were going to answer questions about all the workouts, and then like do a little workout afterwards, like a little just move around the day before the competition.
And did anyone you remember being there of those 10 people? Were any of them your competitors? Any girls from the semifinals?
Yeah, there was a girl, Marissa Flowers, I think her name is.
Okay.
I think she did really good in that ring muscle up workout, the burpee.
Oh yeah, she's the girl who has like the minute 49 Fran or something, right? She's tiny.
Yeah, tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was really good at the muscle up one. I think that might have, and then like Katrin is there, but she was kind of doing her own thing. She was in the circle. But.
Oh, right. She okay. And so then after that, you qualify for the games, and then you go home. Do they tell you there, hey, is it literally there? They're like, by the way, we'd like to invite you up to Vermont, or do you go home and then get a call or a text or an email?
It was just like casual conversation after the weekend. We were all like packing up our stuff. I think Jared was talking to Matt or someone about like it would be cool to do something, and then I think O'Keefe was right there, and he was like, "Yeah, we should do an athlete camp." So it's kind of just like this elusive idea, and then it became something. So then,
and Jared's your husband. Jared Stevens is your husband.
Yep.
I know. I'm just letting the people in the audience know
that.
Okay. And then so then you just get a notice, or they call you. They're like, "How are these dates?" And you say, "Yeah," and you cruise up there, and it's just you, Hopper, and Katrin.
Yeah, they emailed me. Jake Marcotti emailed me and asked if the dates would work, and it did. And then, yeah, it was just me, Jason, and Katrin.
And what a tremendous opportunity for all three of you, right? To just get at it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and just like, I think it's always interesting to like just watch other athletes work out and how they do things and what they eat in between workouts and just their mentality and stuff. But it was really cool. Like their coaching staff that they have, I mean, the entire day they're like not only there, but like eyes peeled on the athletes and watching for every little detail of everything.
So you might get a note at the end of the day, like an after action report. Christine, great job on the snatch. Like they make you a few shit sandwiches. Great job on your keeping your footing consistent on the snatch. Your transitions, you look like a pile of shit. You need to work better. Quit trying to sip your water in between rounds. And by the way, your hair was fantastic. Like they just make you shit. Here you go, like that.
It wasn't a note at the end of the day, but like even in the middle of workouts, like if it was a workout that had rest in between intervals, they would come over and be like, "Okay, I want you to try this," or good job on that, but I want you to. I think one of the things they said to me was like, when you walk over to the ring muscle ups, like I don't care how slow you walk, but as soon as you get there, you need to jump up, like little things like that, So it was just neat to see. It almost felt like you were part of a science experiment.
And do you like that, or do you feel pushed? Does any part of you like, "Fuck you, I've been to the games"?
No, I love that. I think when I did gymnastics for a long time, and like your coach is on you for everything, and just is constantly correcting things. So I think I'm really used to that, and I thrive in that situation.
Say it again.
I just always want to learn. Like I feel like you can never learn too much. If it was someone I didn't respect, then I would be like, okay, stop telling me what to do. But I think they have good credentials.
Mark Kramer, Sevan, you're killing all these interviews. Thank you. Peace and love. Oh, peace and love to you. Congratulations on the beautiful family and being happy. And thank you for the money, even though it's Australian. Thank you. And was that your first time, with some intimate time with Matt Fraser? Also, did you know him before then, or that was your first time?
Yeah, I met him a couple times in passing. Him and Jared knew each other a little bit through like some sponsors that they had in the past, but they weren't like close. So yeah, really just in passing, and then a little bit more at semifinals, but really, yeah, first time in Vermont, I would say, like actually getting to know him a little more.
And did you get to talk to him?
Yeah.
In the Buttery Bros video, at one point, I think it's him, he says something to you, "Hey, you're looking fatigued," or I forget what he says to you, but he gives you an out for a workout. Like, "Hey,
yeah,
it looks like you need to rest." Was that him?
Yeah. And I think that part was really cool too. Not that I was fatigued, but just hearing him be like, "Hey, different athletes need different amounts of volume. Like, Katrin can do a million workouts all day long, and someone like me or Amanda Barnhart that maybe carries around a little bit more muscle mass, it's like, you can get more bang for your buck if you're maybe not doing quite as many metcons, but you're doing them really intensely."
You froze. That's why I'm not saying anything. No, you're unfrozen.
Okay, I was like, why? Did you
Hey,
get through all of that, or did it?
No. Try again. I think I understood, but try again one more time, please.
So I just said it was pretty cool because, that was one of the things that Matt was saying was like, and I guess just to hear somebody say this is that different athletes need different amounts of volume, and someone like Katrin can do a million Metcons all day long and be okay, but someone like me or maybe Amanda Bardenhart, who carries around a little bit more muscle mass, maybe can't do quite as much volume, but can do the pieces that we do really intensely and get more out of it that way. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's. I'm not trying to correct you, but to add to it, it's not that you can't do them, but I think the first time I heard you say you get more bang for your buck if you actually don't do them.
Yeah, and
like you could have just slogged through you can slog through anything, right?
Yeah, and that was his point. He was like, I don't want you. He actually had me do, I think I did 2 rounds of the workout, and he was like, if you don't feel like you can do it at like a games pace, there's really no point. Like, that's not what we're looking for in this workout.
And he doesn't say it to it's not to make you feel bad. It's not a motivational speech like fucking suck it up, bitch, and go. It's more like, hey, this is actually better for you to, if you assess this properly now.
Yeah.
For the future.
Yeah.
Were you disappointed that Amanda wasn't there? Or you just mentioned her name. Were you like, oh God, I hope I can train with her. We're simpatico.
Yeah. She had some life stuff come up, I think. I don't know exactly what, but yeah, of course I was disappointed. She's someone that I always like running into, and
she's cool.
Yeah.
Have you trained with her before?
Nope.
Yeah, she's really cool. So then you come home from there, and any part of you think that like, hey, this could be disturbing my training? This could be like fucking it up, or is it basically consistent with the HWPO programming you'd already been doing? And also, how did your relationship change with them since you've been back from there? Has it changed?
Yeah. So first question, I would get a little nervous with traveling, just like, what if I get sick or whatever? And I actually did wind up getting sick while I was out there. So that sucked. And I think that's honestly part of the reason that Matt was seeing that I was drained. I was starting to get sick. So
like food poisoning or the flu or a cold or?
No, this really sucks, but I've just dealt with a lot of crap since the first time I had COVID.
No shit.
Trying to figure it out, but
okay.
Yeah, I have celiac disease, and I don't know if that plays a part in it. But so just like a little bit immunocompromised. But I never used to get sick all the time, and ever since then, I get sick a lot. But
what does your sickness look like? You just feel like shit, can't breathe, or
like really, like anyone else might think, oh, you just have a cold, but it feels like I've been like poisoned.
Interesting. Okay.
Like
in your up in your brain and your stomach?
Like coughing, so exhausted, throat hurts, head hurts, fever, chills, like all that stuff.
What's your heart rate do?
Drops way.
Oh, it drops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's celiac disease? Is that something with your red blood cells, or what is?
No, it's gluten.
Oh, okay.
So can't have gluten, but yeah. But I'm working with a holistic doctor, and she's thebomb.com, and she's helping me out, and we're on to something, but I don't want to share it on here yet.
Sure. All right. Well, thank you. Well, I appreciate you just even sharing that much. Celiac disease is a chronic digestive immune disorder that damages the small intestine. The disease is triggered by eating foods containing gluten.
Wheat, rye, barley.
And so you're crazy disciplined around that. You don't fuck with that stuff.
No. Even like when I go to a restaurant, I just have to tell them like I have an allergy and be very adamant about it. Like you can't get a crumb in my food. So as I get closer to competitions, like I don't really eat out or anything like that.
No, I don't think she did. You didn't mess around with the injections, right?
No.
Yeah, I don't think she did. Yeah, she got like she's God-fearing girl. God got her back. They don't take injection drugs.
I'll send you a podcast after this that you need to listen to, though.
Okay, please. Yes. I would like to. Wad Zombie, $4.99. Thank you. Is there a Christine Kolenbrander card? Like
I don't think so. He talked about it at one time.
Like the Colton Mertens card? You talked about it one time, Wad Zombie? He's so busy. Between making fun of people and making cards. Has he ever made fun of you? Christine, have you ever been the target of Wad Zombie's humor?
I don't think well, he made me into a man. I don't know if that's making fun.
Yeah, he made me into a woman too. All right, fine.
I thought it was funny though. But I was like, are those my arms on the picture, or did he make them bigger? I didn't know.
That's good. So you go up there. Oh, nice. Good find. Wow. Jesus, you got a little Brad Pitt in you as a dude.
Like a rugged, like a worn out construction workout.
Yeah, you got a little Fight Club in you right there. My goodness.
Yeah. My eyes look really tired. I don't even know what picture that is from.
Good job, Nick. Look at Jack Farlow weighing in. Not bad.
Not bad.
Hey, so you're up there, and by the way, just one last thing on the sickness thing. How long does it usually take you to recover from that if that sets in? Is it quick? Yeah.
So you probably heard me clearing my throat. Like I'm still kind of dealing with it. It's been 3 weeks.
So it's just there. It's just degrees of it.
Yep. I kind of feel like it's always there. And then if I, maybe overstress myself, or I don't really know what triggers it, but it's like I feel like the sickness is always kind of here, and then it's like it can bubble over.
Hey, does it affect your eating?
Not too bad,
no. When you show up to the games, do you want to be as light as you can, but as nourished as you can? Is there like some sort of timing on that? Do you know what I mean? Like, like a marathon runner wants to cross the finish line dehydrated. You don't want to cross the finish line hydrated. Is there a like, do you notice if you can be as lean as you can, but still have the energy, your gymnastics will be better, but you won't lose strength? Is there some sort of game you play?
For me, it's kind of like, I feel like I have a sweet spot, like around 155 is my sweet spot. And for me, it's like, if I'm healthy, I'll be leaner. If like I'm retaining, I feel like I'm always pretty lean, but sometimes I retain water. And for me, like if I'm retaining water, it's a sign of something else going on. If that makes sense.
Sure. Do you take creatine?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Whose creatine do you take?
Driven Nutrition.
Are they a sponsor?
Jared's sponsor.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Shit. Good.
They're a local company here.
And then how did your relationship change? So you go out there, it looks like you were having a blast. You got some intimate time with Mr. Fraser and the clan and with Katrin. And how does the relationship change?
So they actually sat me down the Monday after the weekend and just said like, hey, let's come in and kind of talk about the weekend, and then asked, like, they were so polite about it. They were like, you can keep doing what you're doing if you want to, but we just want you to know, like, we're willing to individually program for you through the games. So that's what we've been doing ever since then. So I mostly communicate with Jake Marconi, and he sends me my programming. So we've been hammering my weaknesses the last few weeks. So that's been fun. But yeah, it's been really cool. I've never had an individual coach before, so.
No shit.
A new experience.
How is that possible? How have you never had an individual? That's crazy too. I was talking to Bronislaw today, and he's had an individual coach for the first time. Justin Kotler started like in October. How is that you've come this far without? You've just been doing all your own programming, or with your husband?
Yeah. So I started team, and Jared was with brute strength. So he would get the programming through brute. And then Jared is like, he changes like all the programming of every program he's ever been with. He's just scrutinizes it. So it was brute, but it was Jared's programming, you know, like he changed it a lot. And then in 2019, I think I pretty much did just class workouts and then what Jared would program. And then 2020 still kind of was just doing whatever Jared would program. And then 21, 21, 22, I was doing Mayhem, but just like their online program. But Jared, like, he knows me well enough and he's in the gym every day. So he would tweak the programming for me, you know? So like you could say Jared was my individual coach, but I've never had someone that's like legitimately just programming for me, not altering something else.
And are you digging this with Marconi?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's been a challenge for me though. I've realized when it's intimate to like, or vulnerable to share, like if you have a bad workout and you're not proud of something, you know, like I have to report that back and what went wrong, or, hey, I forgot to eat right before or whatever, you know, it's like a lot of accountability. And I've realized that I really struggle with, if he says like, how did you feel during that workout? Instead of just being like good or bad, it's like actually like, how did I actually feel during that workout? I don't know. That question's then like, I have to pause and really think like, okay, how did I actually feel? So it's been good. I feel like I'm learning a lot about myself too.
How did I actually feel? And do I really want to share this?
Yeah. Like, do I want to be honest right now or just say, oh, it was awesome, or, you know, like, because you could be dishonest, but if he's truly going to get to know me as best as he can before the games, I have to be
honest. God, I wonder, what a trippy job to be a coach. Before when you get a coach like this, does Jake say, do they reiterate to you like, hey, just so you know, everything between us is 100% confidential, blah, blah, blah? Like, do they tell you that?
He didn't say that.
Oh. I'll tell him he needs to say that in his onboarding. Dan Guerrero from Canada, great guests, great guest. Christine Kolenbrander is amazing. Thank you both. I added that. I added that Christine Kolenbrander is amazing. He must have forgot to type that. Hey, how's Jared behaving? It's your second time to the games. How does your husband change his emotional, intellectual, physical behavior around you, his domestic duties, because you're the space shuttle and now you've started moving towards the launching pad, you know?
Yeah.
Like they put you on that truck and that truck slowly is going to move you over to the launching pad. You started the journey over there. How is he? And he's part of that, right? He's part of the crew that has to move you over to the launch pad.
Yeah. He's been awesome. He is so helpful, and like, you know, usually I make dinner, but if I'm exhausted, he's like, I got dinner. Or like today, he's like, I'm going to leave the gym and go make lunch so that it's all made by the time you get home.
And so he's aware. You don't even have to ask him and stuff. He's aware. Like he's shifting his role.
Yeah, he can read my body language. And sometimes it's hard. Like, I was just thinking about that today. I don't think it really gets talked about enough. Just the role of, especially when your spouse isn't competing anymore. I think it's different if they are competing, they're like fully in it. But I mean, we're in the gym all day long, and it definitely takes a toll on your relationship a little bit. And it's like, I have to keep reminding myself, like, it's just for a period of time, you know? But he's awesome. And I think that because he's been in that place before, he understands better. But the other day he was like, okay, I need you to tell me exactly how you want me to be at the games, because he's like, you know, he wants to help in whatever way he can. But it's like sometimes what maybe he would want or need as an athlete is different than what I would want or need. And even though we've been doing it together for a while, it's like we're still learning in some aspects, you know? So
Yeah. That's not really him, is it?
yeah, it is.
I thought it was just some pervert in the audience who typed in his name, Jared Stevens, and he's saying I'd hit it. What the fuck? What does that mean? I'd hit.
It's inappropriate.
Oh, good. Oh, well, that makes me happy. Good. That makes me happy because that's exactly where my brain went. Great. Is she are you a flat earther? Are you a stationary earther? Do you believe the Earth is flat?
Man. I haven't been in space. I can't say.
Okay, good answer. I like that. That's my answer too. I'm open-minded.
What makes you I'm a flat earther?
I don't know, because you believe in God. Did someone in the comments said it? It's a flat earther. I don't know.
I'm asking him, Jeremy.
Oh, I had a flat earther on, and it triggered a lot of people in the stationary earther. Say that again.
It triggers people. Bad.
Yeah, I was blown away. I didn't no idea it triggered people. Like people were losing their fucking mind.
It's hilarious.
Like you told them their mom wasn't really their mom or something. Or that they were related to Hitler. It's like, fuck, they were coming unhinged. Yeah. What?
It's like, you haven't been to space. How are you so certain?
Yeah, chill, relax.
Yeah.
Look at triggered clock. Because you believe in God. What? Yeah, because all the Christians think the earth is flat. You're not. Listen. Explain to you Christians about you being Christian. You don't even understand what it means to be Christian. You're Christian. Ask a non-Christian like me. I know what it means. See, look at. Here we go. Since when does flat earth and God go together? Since Democrats and pedophiles went together. Okay, I'm coming unhinged. Don't get me started. Okay, where were we? Oh, so he doesn't want to fuck up. He wants to be a good mate. So he's asking you, he doesn't want to fuck up. Yeah. Should I yell from the sidelines, faster, bitch, or I love you no matter what? Like, what's gonna motivate you?
Right. It would be hard role. Sure.
Oh, here we go. I've really fucking agitated the beehive. I shouldn't have done that. Are you on your phone?
No. Why?
Oh, you're on a computer. Oh no, because a lot of people when they're on their phone they put it up and down like this. And if you were on your phone, I was like, good job turning it like this.
Oh well, I think it was Susan. He did say to turn it to landscape if I use my phone. So I was prepared.
Damn, Susan's good. So sorry, going back to HWPO. So then they offer individual program for you, and then that's going great, and you'll follow that up. And then when will you actually make it over to? You're in Missouri. When will you actually make it over to Madison? When do you go?
We're gonna leave next weekend. We haven't decided if we're leaving Saturday or Sunday yet. Depends if we're driving. It's 8 hours, so we still need to decide if we want to do the full trip at once or split it up.
Then will it just be the two of you? You'll go as just your own unit?
Yep, and then we're gonna be at an Airbnb with my mom and dad and a couple of people from our gym.
Okay, cool. And how is that close to the venue?
Yeah, really close. It was like one of the last Airbnbs, but it's a good one.
And will your mom and dad get on your nerve? Will they say like shit that's like not even supposed to be fuck with you, but like you'll get home and they'll be like, could you have gone faster? And you'll be like, fucking kill someone. Like, will they do that shit to you?
I don't know. I haven't stayed with them at the CrossFit event. I think they're pretty, like from gymnastics, they're pretty aware of like how I am as a competitor. And if I'm disappointed in something, they know not to talk to me or whatever. But sometimes my dad, I feel like with the, this was funny, with the sprint into the max snatch at semifinals, my whole family was like, I just don't understand why you don't open at 220. Like, this is not how that works. Like, so that was something I had to like sit them down and be like, I'm gonna open a little lighter, don't panic, like, and I'm probably not gonna PR. Like, this isn't an event that you're probably gonna PR in. But
wow, like, that's worse than something I would ask someone. They need their own podcast. They need their own podcast.
Yeah.
Did you like that event?
Yeah, I wish we could have. I don't know how they would have done this, but I think it would have been cool if we could have actually like raced outside.
Oh, for sure. Good. Yes.
And like just there is definitely discrepancies in the runners, which sucked. But.
I mean, dude, we're there to watch human bodies do shit. And we're there to watch human bodies do crazy shit. I don't care if you're watching tennis or fucking basketball or whatever. We're there. And so when we're there, we want to see, like, can you imagine going to a horse race and all the horses were on treadmills?
No. Oh my gosh. And then like
fucking
all the
stupid
videos talking about, I think it was Hiller, but talking about, the discrepancies in the treadmills, and the comments kill me that are like, if only there was a way that we could run without a machine.
Dude, it kind of bums me out. It makes me feel like it's not even CrossFit. I want to get rid of all machines. I kind of want to get rid of everything. Like, fuck you, get rid of it all. The runners, the bikes, the rowers. The ski erg is the dumbest fucking machine of all time. I don't even know what the fuck that thing is.
But can you imagine, like, how are we going to actually ski?
You're not. You're not. You're not. We're not. I would rather see, instead of machines, I'd rather see an event where all of you guys are just out on the field and they give everyone a bucket of tomatoes. And whichever athlete it gets hit last, it wins that event. Then see someone do this and be bending over.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
The tomato event. I don't like when people
What did you say? You do the tomato event? Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah. Look at this guy. Ski erg is cool as fuck. Are you kidding me? It looks like it's a masturbation contest. Oh yeah, the torque tank. My goodness, another dumb pile of shit.
Oh yeah, I don't like that. I think it's good training tool, but
yeah,
it's not competition.
Okay, sorry. What were you gonna say after the tomato event? What you were gonna add?
I don't like when people are like, they should wrestle each other. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't need to see that either. I do like wrestling, but I just think it's different than it's not CrossFit.
No, I don't want to fight somebody.
I like the fact that the thing with CrossFit is it's you.
Yeah.
It's you. Even though I love fighting. Oh my goodness, look at Blade. Y'all can kiss my ass. Ski erg is dope. Stupid. Okay, and then you'll get there and you'll get situated and then you'll do the competition and then do you have plans afterwards, or does your life kind of come to a halt on Sunday and you just like look into the heavens?
Yeah, it's gonna come into a halt for a second, but I told Jared I would do a tactical games with him 2 weeks after the game.
Oh, are you shooting?
Yeah, I did one last year with him and we actually won, so we have to defend our title.
Do you have your own gun? You have your own gun?
No, I borrowed one from someone else.
Oh, so have you not shot since the last tactical games? Oh, that's awesome. All right. Fuck it. Yeah,
but
why not?
After the games, I'll go into strict training for 2 weeks shooting guns. And then.
No shit.
Yeah.
Just the two of you? Will you guys go somewhere? Or just the two of you? Or will you pick up? Aren't you friends with the dancers? Like you and the dancers will go out shooting or something?
Well, the dancers don't live where we live, but we're on property. So like last year, Jared, it was so funny. We would get home like late at night from the gym. You'd be like, okay, put your vest on. He'd make me like run the hills and do like all these burpees, and it'd be like dark out, and he'd have to put his headlights on from the truck, and then we'd be shooting. And I'm just like, what other couples? This is just so not normal, but it's fun.
You have a shooting range on your property?
Yeah, just like Jared made it.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's what Dave has on his. He just made one.
Yeah. We have a crazy neighbor, though, that does not like that we shoot. Yeah.
How far is he away from you?
The neighbor?
Yeah.
So far away, and he doesn't even live on that property. It's a field, and he just one day heard Jared shooting and came over, and he like tried to videotape him and threatened to sue him. It was really crazy.
Wow.
But
I'm judging your neighbor right now in my head. I built up a caricature of your neighbor.
If
it
you're
could be
shooting
totally
on your property, you're fine.
Yeah, especially if you have there's probably some
there's
some requirements, right?
Yeah, like obviously you need to be safe, and we want the neighbor to feel safe too. But he's just kind of nuts. I think he's a little, I don't know. He's pretty old, maybe a little unhinged. I don't know.
He needs something to complain about.
Yeah.
How many acres is that house?
5, I think.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
You have a fence around the whole place?
There is like a really old fence around, but it's like just a metal fence. It's not a very good fence.
Like barbed wire?
Yeah. Maybe if we got like chickens or something, we could use it to. We're thinking about getting chickens, but we could put chicken wire around the barbed wire fence to keep them in or something.
Oh, are you a prepper? Are you a prepper? Look at flat earther prepper. Look at. Are you a prepper?
Like a prepper. My husband is.
Hey, I have I prep something. I have like 100 pounds of rice. That's all I've prepped.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. What gave it away that I'm a prepper? Because we shoot guns and watch.
You believe in God. You shoot guns. You didn't take the injection. You're fucking crazy. You're fucking out of your mind.
Yeah.
You haven't been to space. You're not a know-it-all. I mean, you're all fucked up.
I don't know.
Hey, go ahead.
What?
Oh, nothing. Thank you for coming on. You're wonderful. Yeah. Tell your husband thanks for letting us, the world, share a little time with his amazing wife. Look forward to watching you compete at the games. And your husband got your coach's pass?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I think I asked that. Awesome. All right, dear. I hope our paths cross. I look forward to meeting you and your husband in person.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Yep. Anytime.
Okay. See you.
Bye. 47-minute. What? That's good, right? Awesome. 47 minutes?
That was good.
She's CK Kevin. Yeah, the guy with the guns. Like, she's awesome. I like a girl who shoots it. She shoots at night and during the day. Oh my God, I didn't even ask her about her coffee. Sevan didn't even prep his own coffee. Jesus Christ. Promote. Stupid. That is her favorite coffee, Paper Street Coffee. I wonder if she'll come back on.
This morning?
Say that.
I made coffee and I started drinking it too early. And I spat it all over my keyboard at work.
What does that mean? You drank it too early? Like you didn't prep your esophagus and it went down the wrong pipe?
It was like boiling hot.
Oh.
So now my tongue is burnt. And my keyboard is shorted.
It did short it was enough to short your keyboard?
It was like fucked up. Like the F doesn't work anymore.
Was it Paper Street Coffee?
Yeah.
I thought that was one of the things it says on my bag here on my CEO blend. It says on the back, special qualities of this coffee. If you spit it out on electronics, it will not short it.
Government products, though.
Okay.
It's a little more fragile.
Travis even queued it up for me from Vindicate. Even queued it up to he's like, ask her what her favorite coffee is. Son of a bitch, I fucked up. Sorry, Gabe. Shit. Like I got in some talk, and I should have told her if she ever has a baby, go to BIRTHFIT. There's probably a lot of fucking preppers over there at BIRTHFIT. People like they believe in crazy shit at BIRTHFIT, like vaginal births.
What?
I know. They're old school.
Crazy.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't think she liked the Democrat pedophile comment. Oh, really? I thought she was fine with that. What did you think? She's pretty.
She was pretty cool with all of it.
Yeah, I think she's pretty cool with it too. She's too hot. Yeah, she might be too hot.
Shit.
If there is, too hot. If she's too hot and the coffee's too hot. But I asked, you missed it. I know. Fuck. The thing is, the problem with her is she's hot and she's cool. So it's kind of she pushes like you could meet a 6 and she's cool and she's a 9.
It's the crazy hot scale. She's like in the unicorn scale.
Area. Like she wants chickens and she's hot. She goes shooting at night and she's hot.
Right.
And she's fit as fuck. Did you ask Travis about BPC 15? Who's hi Sarah. Who's Travis?
Oh, I think Vindicate Travis. I think he started
no.
using it.
Oh, he did?
I think so.
I started using my TB 500 yesterday.
What do you think?
I think you're supposed to. I want to tell you something that I tried to do that I probably should not tell you. I only had one needle left last night.
Oh no.
Ah, shit. I knew I shouldn't have done it. And yeah, I'd make a great fucking heroin user.
At least it was yours.
Yeah. Travis is liking the BPC 157. So you're supposed to shoot the BPC and the TB 500 every night together. And I only had one needle. So after I sucked up the BPC 157, I stuck it into the vial with the TB 500 and I tried to suck some of that in there.
That's okay.
You think that's okay?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
That's
cool.
that's how you reconstitute things normally.
Oh, you just it comes like the way doctors get it. There's like enough powder just in a needle, and you just pull in liquid, and it constitutes it right there for the client, the patient.
Yeah, something like that.
Really, you have at the hospital, you might have a needle with a prescription drug in it that's powder, and then you just suck liquid into it, and that's what reconstitutes it.
Usually, vice versa. I have like a vial of liquid, and then I put it into a vial of powder.
Okay, yeah, that's what I do. Okay, yeah, that's what I do. Oh, yeah, and yes, you can mix. I know, but with the same needle?
Well, doesn't it come in the same vial anyway? Like they have one that you can buy together?
I don't know. That's not what came in mine, though. Mine are separate, I think. Just put everything into a shaker. Tank Reef, Sevan, fuck all that garbage and just hit 125 milligrams of test a week.
That seems like
Blade, BPC day 3. Oh, Blade, I meant to text you yesterday. So yesterday I did 10 negative muscle ups just to test it out. Seemed good. Rode the assault bike for 10 calories, jumped up on some rings, and just lowered as slow as I could through. Seems all, yeah. I mixed 3 together in the same needle, just from going to plunger to plunger to plunger, just sucking in more.
Like going to the
please
soda fountain and getting
send me everything. Send me the EPO. Send me one of everything. I'm like someone who started like smoking cigarettes and wants to try every brand now. I'm out of fucking control. Okay. Tomorrow is going to be wild. So it looks like someone from Asia didn't get a visa. And I think it's the Iranian guy, but Aunt Haynes has been sent a request if he wants to come to the game. So I sent him a request asking him if he would come on the podcast. So we have that going. And I'm not sure if it's, I think it's the Iranian guy, but maybe it's Semenov. Someone's not coming to the games that was originally going to come. So, so there's that news. Tomorrow morning, Spencer Panchek. Oh, and then the Jelly hosted guy. That's okay. Here we go. Aunt Haynes. For those who are asking about drug athletes popping, what happened? This is all I know. Okay, so no one popped. I think it's just someone's having a Middle Eastern guy's having a visa issue. Go figure. And so then this dude's been invited. This Aunt Haynes dude. And I heard he's fucking dope. I've never met him, but I heard he's awesome. So I quickly reached out to him. So maybe we'll get him on. Tomorrow we have Spencer and then Jelly. I better research Jelly tonight. I think Jelly is going to be a handful.
Grape or strawberry?
A mixture. He plunged both tubs. Hey, I do that with my knife. I go from peanut butter to jelly. I don't care.
Yeah.
Then in the evening you want to watch a fucking train wreck. Arthur Semenoff is coming on at 6:30 with a translator.
I can't wait for that.
That is going to be hard. That's going to be like watching paint dry.
You think so?
Dude, I talk, then the translator says it to him in Russian, and then that guy says it in Russian back to the translator, and the translator then says to me. I won't be able to tell any jokes. I won't be like, my shit's going to be all fucked up. There'll be no talking about like cock and balls or tits or COVID or nothing. Like there'll be no flat earth shit. Fucking Jake Chapman will be in the chat. Tell him to say get in the chopper. I'll be like, dude, I can't even fucking talk to this dude. You want me to tell him to say get in the chopper? Oh my
God.
I had a long talk with Brian today for an hour. I'd rather talk to Brian. I can't believe I had an hour for someone today. Listen, everyone is trying to fucking get in touch with me or like fucking with me. Like I'm interviewing 4 athletes a day and trying to do research on them and trying to fucking do what I really want to do is just party with my boys. Then after Arthur Semenoff, thank God, then it's Kelly Baker.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like deal with this. And then for a reward on the other side, you get Kelly Baker. It's dope.
I'm here for it.
So I'll make it through Semenoff. And then in the morning, it's a party. Ariel Lowen, fucking just, she's great. She'll have a ton of shit to share. And then Shelby Neal, the redheaded girl. She's cool as shit. Who doesn't love a redhead? And then in the evening, the CrossFit Games update show. There's two workouts announced. Shit, I didn't even ask Christine Kolenbrander about that. 2 workouts announced, right? Basically some form of Helen. I'll go with let's say Fat Helen, like Hiller said. And then we got a 5K run. So there's that. Bring your own translator to the show. He's bringing who's the other Russian dude who's really good? Uh-oh, Caleb froze.
Roman.
Yeah, Roman. She's bringing Roman's. Semenoff's bringing Roman's translator, I think.
I heard she's a great translator, though. She's like.
I heard she's great too. Everyone I know who's dealt with Roman and her says she's dope. I don't know. Can you bring up the 5K, Caleb? What's going on with 5K? So we'll see what's going on. I think it's working. BPC day 8. Oh, cool. Well, shit. Tyler just Tyler.
That's from Facebook.
Yeah, that's cool, right?
Don't get
someone's using does she CrossFit? Shelby Neal? I think so. The translator. Oh, and she's hot. Yeah, I think she might be hot. I cannot lie. Someone also said that. She's cool and she's hot. CrossFit Games, individual, team, age group, and adaptive athlete. So I think that's everyone. Oh, how the fuck is who's the guy who listens to the show who we've had on as a guest? How is he going to do the 5K? He's not running the 5K.
Oh, true. Oh, you know what?
What's that dude's name? Steve Jedediah.
Jedediah Nelson.
Yeah, he's not running a cross country 5K.
But you get to see him on the best machine ever.
Oh, lower extremity athletes will complete a 5K skier. I'm so sorry, Jedediah. Fuck. Oh man. Hey, we need to get him on before the games too. Skier, son. Stupid, Souza. Stupid. Hey, let me read a little bit more of that. Stupid hand bike. How about hand job?
What if he did 5K with their wheelchairs?
Top athletes from around the world will compete for the title of fittest on earth. Oh, yeah. There's these 3 guys sleeping in a bed together. 1, 2, 3. And guy number 1 says, dude, I had they woke up in the morning. Guy number 1's like, dude, I had the craziest dream last night. The other 2 are like, yeah. And he's like, yeah. It was this chick and she was just fucking the shit out of me. It was crazy. Craziest dream ever. Guy number 3's like, dude, looks over. Guy number 2's in the middle. Guy number 3 looks over and goes, holy shit. I had a crazy dream too. He's like, what? He's like, I just dreamed I was just getting this Hummer that was insane. This crazy blowjob from a tranny. DEI. This is a DEI joke.
Okay.
From a tranny. And they're like, no shit. Oh, shoot. Jeremy Eat World's like, Sevan's getting old. He's told this story. But it wasn't a tranny last time. And the guy in the middle is like, no shit. Oh, I had a dream I was skiing down the Swiss Alps. Have you heard that one before?
Yes.
No, thank you for laughing. Hey, that's a skier joke. It's a skier DEI joke.
All encompassing reason to hate the skier.
I only know like 5 jokes that I'm comfortable telling. That's one of them. That's like one of the clean jokes. Sevi had that dream when he was sharing a bed between Glassman and Rich Brownie. And so what? We never, you know what we never got? Now's not the time. But Jeremy, we never got closure to the your dating story. After the games, that should be our treat. We should get like what happened. Did you give her a farewell? Fucking bang, bang, bang. Like what was what was the straw that broke the camel's back? It'd be fine to know what happened to the liberal girl. I turn 55 tomorrow and I don't reuse as much dialogue as Sevan. Reuse. That's nice of you to call it that. Reuse. I'm gonna ask my wife that if I say the same. Well, I'll ask my wife right now. Do I say a lot of the same shit over and over and over? Let's find out what she's doing. Oh, someone called this phone today.
During the show?
No, from San Diego. It's weird that this show doesn't get any what's that called? Spam calls? What are those calls called? Oh, you can hear that?
Yeah.
Why does it sound like I'm calling an international number? Doesn't it sound like that?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
So you said the town's record message and you were strictly hang.
Has my wife's phone been hijacked by a fucking psycho?
That was weird.
Jesus, that was creepy. Let's see if she answers. What am I asking her? If I reuse dialogue?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Look, there's Trish.
Hello, you've reached Haley. Leave a message. Thanks. At the tone.
Trish, what's up? Where you been? I'm gathering stories from people who identified as homeless. I'm trying to scare Artemis straight.
She just rolled into the chat and started shitting on us.
Oh. That's shitty? Mason, everyone knows that Armenians can seek refuge in any liquor store. My dad used to own a liquor store.
She just came in and said,
hi. What's up? Where you been? What happened? Your fucking uterus prolapsed? Your what happened? What happened? Tell me. Sarah Cox, is Sevan still a code for blood test or Hiller? Either. I think both. Yeah. Why? Oh, look at even you know. There you go. Someone's listening. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Who was it again? Spencer Panchik?
Mm-hmm.
and then jelly.
Yep.
And then I get to stress all fucking day about Seminoff. And if any of you are wondering, yeah, I'm going to be completely stressed out to the max.
And then you get the great relief finishing with Kelly Baker.
God, that sucks about the COVID thing and Christine.
Yeah, it does.
What does this mean? I'm getting games ready. No one else can manage this Talbots like I can. What's a Talbots?
It's like a clothing store, I think.
Oh.
That's where she shops. Or I guess maybe she owns it.
Everyone's been invited. Every single individual games athlete has been invited. It's done. And a bunch of coaches. If you hear any athletes say that they haven't been invited, or if you want an athlete to come on, just go over and hit them up in their DMs and tell them, get your ass on. If you don't want them to come on, just be like, hey, please don't come on. Either way, it's up to you. But they've all been invited. There will not be room for everybody in whatever house I'm building. That is the truth. That's not up to me. Those are just the laws of fucking physics, I guess. The house will not be big enough. Sevan is inclusive as fuck. Yes, thank you. So, I don't know. I'm open to anyone can come in the house, but the house is not big enough for everyone, and it won't be my fault. I'm not taking responsibility for who doesn't get in. If you understand that metaphor, great. If you don't, great. I don't give a fuck, but just know the house isn't big enough. So get in where you fit in. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Spencer Panchek, Jelly host, Seminoff, and the newest addition to the Sevan Podcast. Great guests, Kelly Baker. Last but not